Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. I received some super duper exciting news this weekend. I was in my house, in my living room, checking on my giant retics. I have two girls. I have a tiger named Mazakine and a super platinum ivory girl named Jadis. And Jadis was wrapped around a nice big beautiful clutch of eggs, and so what I'm gonna do right now is I set up some big incubation chambers, and I'm going to go in the house and wrestle her for those eggs. I am going to be doing a live of that footage, so hopefully it won't be too bloody. We'll see. You know, retics tend to be a little bit cranky sometimes, and especially when they're guarding a big nest of eggs. So, fingers crossed to everybody. Go ahead and start posting your guesses as to how many eggs you think there might be, and I'll see you inside. Hello, I'm coming to you with a special live tonight. I've had many requests to pull these retic eggs on camera, and so we have cameras set up all over the place. We have one back here, in here, we have our GoPro inside the enclosure, and I'm all mic'd up. I think I am. Anyway, my webcam is going to stay right here, and so you guys will be able to see what you'll be able to see live, and then we're going to compile all the footage to make the best edited version possible, so you know, you guys can see the snake and everything. So this is my super platinum ivory retic. She's almost 20 feet long. I don't know how much she weighs. People like to ask me that. I'm not sure. I mean, she's absolutely massive, and I found her sitting on eggs yesterday, and we did not have enough space in our incubator at that time, so we had to do a little bit of scrambling. We've left her on the eggs. We temp gunned her enclosure, and it was a little too warm, so we ventilated. We turned her heat pad off because her heat is on this side of the enclosure. Her water dish was here, which we've moved it out because it's a huge concrete tub. And then, not made of concrete, it's a plastic tub to make concrete in. She's been, oh gosh, she's looking at me. She's been way on this side, which indicates that she's too warm. She was kind of laying across the eggs. Since then, she's really wrapped around them. So that tells me that, number one, it's cooled down more comfortably, and that also, that they're probably viable because, you know, she's protecting them, and they look good from what I've seen. I have no idea how many there are. We're all guessing. I can't see your live chat from this screen, but please record if you are joining us live. You put your, you know, I'll see your name and put guess how many eggs you think there are. This female's been with me for about 2 years, and I've had a large tiger that I've been putting her with for 2 years, and then I also have a giant tiger female. Her name is Mazakine, and I'm hoping, she's acting a little funny too, so I'm hoping she'll also be dropping because I've paired them both with that tiger. So, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what's going to happen during this live. We might have to cut, you know, if things get a little too hairy. But right now, I'm going to have some people probably coming in and out of frame to assist me. And, yeah, let's just start. Oh, I do have my large python hook here that was sent to me by Midwest Tongs. So she's obviously somewhat disturbed by all the lights. Oh, where's my roll of paper towel, guys? If you guys know anything about retics, you know that they're not the friendliest, and that when they're guarding eggs, sometimes they're even less friendly. So this is an animal that we do have to wrestle with every single time we go to feed her and clean her enclosure. And yes, this enclosure is a big mess right now because we have not been able to clean it. My plan is to try to remove her completely so I'm not in any danger. Yeah, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. She's just coiling tighter and tighter around the eggs. She basically does not want me to touch them. And so she has formed like a impenetrable force of armor around the eggs. So, oh Poor thing. She just doesn't want me to take them because she doesn't know what I'm going to do with them. Of course, I'm going to do my best to keep them safe. So that's a girl. That's a girl. I'm going to try and do what I can to uncoil her a little bit. And, of course, she's completely tied. And, of course, I don't want to hurt her or stress her out. Stress her out as little as possible. Wow, she almost pulled the hook away from me. It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's a girl. It's a girl. It's a girl. She's incredibly heavy and incredibly strong. There we go. Here we go. So every egg that I can see at this point, now that she's let go of them a little bit, whoa,
He wants me to pull her.
really, well, I don't want you to drag her across the eggs.
Yeah.
So you'll have to wait till she, whoa, okay, here comes the mouth. This is good so far because she's uncoiling herself from the nest. She's very heavy and difficult to move. Alright, Emmy, you hold the python hook between she and I. And I'm going to... She's so strong. Watch, make sure you know where her face is.
I can't see it.
She's so strong. Okay. Alright, she's coiled back around on much. Can't get to any of them. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's a girl. It's a girl. Yeah. Don't bite yourself, sweetheart. No, no, no. That's a girl. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh. Okay. If you can just, we need to get her to move to the other side. Good girl. Good girl. Luckily she's in a really huge enclosure. So we've got lots of... Alright. Whoa, whoa. She's afraid of the GoPro. It's okay, sweetheart. Okay. Alright, here, just put that down.
It's not your piece.
Okay. Can I get the stool, somebody? Watch her. It's okay, sweetheart. She's totally uncoiled.
She's in striking pose.
I know. Oh. Oh. Okay. Where's the... It's like she almost punctured that one, whipping her tail around. Keep it back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm just trying. Oh.
Don't worry about her unless I say so.
Dang, these are heavy. I can't.
Do you need help?
Oh, watch her, watch her. Okay. Oh. Holy moly. Okay. You didn't turn him to...
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. This one's definitely a slug. And this one, it looks like she almost broke open. Not quite. You can see a little dimpling here. So something that's important is you don't want to turn the eggs. So what some people do is they'll take some type of a marker and mark all the tops of the eggs. That way you know which side is the top. But this nest was stuck together really well. They kind of glue them together, that way they won't roll around. You know, in the wild, they're guarding their nest, and so sometimes they have to leave the nest. And oh, let's see. So let's see. It looks like there's a couple of people watching. Kevin Trappin from Southern California, Ed Rooney, Gustavo Dominguez. Oh, got some guesses on eggs. Well, that was exciting. I got the eggs pulled. I got the ones, I separated them into 2 incubation chambers. One is in a large incubator and the other one's just in my other small incubator with some ball python eggs. And I was so excited to see actually another nest once I came in. I've had a couple of ball python girls dropping. There was one that I thought was gonna go before everybody else. She's just a really prolific normal that I have. And I was starting to worry that she was egg bound, but luckily today she was wrapped around a teeny little nest of eggs. So let's take a look at her. Can you see her? So this is one of my pretty little girls. And surprisingly, she's actually just a snake that came from Petco, just because she was pretty and she's been a really great breeder. So, ooh, her name is Faith. And, oh, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs. Wow, that's pretty good for a ball python clutch. So you can see she's being a bit of a grumpus. Are you gonna bite me, Faith? Yeah. It's okay, honey. It's okay. So, just like Jadis, poor baby does not want me to take her little eggs. It's a little less dramatic. She's nice and warm. Wow, she's incredibly warm. She had him over the hot spot. And so if there's one thing you do not want to do, you do not want to turn the eggs. A nice thing to do is just mark the eggs at their high point if you want to separate them. As long as they fit into my incubator, I don't bother. That way you know that they have not turned. And they, as they're being laid, they are glued together by the mother. That way, while she's guarding her nest in the wild, the eggs do not roll because the embryos can actually drown in the yolk or the amniotic fluid. And so, poor thing, she is trying to guard her little nest. So this is just a shoebox enclosure that I have that I keep my tarantulas in, with about 3 inches of damp perlite. And then on top of that I have like the light diffusing screen or the egg crate, and we just trim it to fit whatever size box we need. And I probably should lift this up with 2 hands, so I'm gonna lay her down. And you can either wash your hands really well with antibacterial soap. So since this one was up, I'm gonna try and kind of keep it up in the incubator. These were just laid, so it's not so critical when they're brand new, but still it's just a good idea not to let the eggs. See, that one's not attached very well. These are much softer than the retic eggs. The retic eggs are very, very thick and rubbery. They're not as easy to cut. They are a lot sturdier. So let's see here. I might remove a little bit of this vermiculite so this lid can go on. It doesn't need to be this deep. It's better because it'll hold more moisture. But I'm just gonna scoop a bit of this out of here, or we can saran wrap it.
Make sure you drain some water out too.
Alrighty, the nest is completed. Oh, so this is a normal female, and she was paired with a Coral Glow Inchy Yellow Belly. So out of this clutch, I believe that we'll probably get corals, inchies, yellow bellies, all singularly, and I think normals, maybe, I'm not sure. I hope you guys enjoyed all of this excitement. One thing I did not film was my black pastel to pied eggs that I just found the other night. It was so late, we just had to pull the eggs and get them incubated. So we are officially in the panda pie business, which is something I've been working on for a little while. So that one's for you, Ray Page out of Houston. This has been a pretty exciting egg laying season so far. I hope you guys liked it. Comment below also what numbers of morphs do you think that we will get out of this pairing. So again, she was a normal to a coral inchy yellow belly male, and I believe there were 8 eggs. So let me know what you think on the retic eggs as well as the ball python eggs. Hope you guys like this one, and I'll see you soon.